this video, I will explain the criminal law system and the civil law system of South Africa. But before I go into the legal details, I would like to start with a short introduction about the country itself. South Africa is a nation located at the southern tip of the African continent. It is widely known for its cultural diversity, natural landscape, and complex histories. The country has three capitals, that one, Pretoria as the administrative capital, Cape Town as the legislative capital, and the Bloemfontein as the judicial capital. South Africa is a republic, led by a president, and its political and legal structure agreed by the Constitution of 1996, which is considered one of the most progressive constitutions in the world. One of the unique things about South Africa is a mixed legal system, meaning it blends several legal traditions, Roman Dutch law, English common law, and African customary law. This influence creates a legal structure that is rich, diverse, and quite different from many other countries. Now, after this brief introduction, I will move on to the criminal law system. Criminal law system of South Africa. South Africa's criminal law is mainly based on English common law, but it also includes two statutory crimes through legislation. Types of crimes. There are two major categories. That one is common law crimes, such as murder, rape, robbery, assault, arson, fraud, and theft. And number two is statutory crimes, which come from acts of violence, such as corruption, money laundering, traffic offenses, and drug-related crimes. Okay, next is element of criminal liability. To find a person guilty, two elements must be proven. As number one is actual reus, is the unlawful act itself. Number two is mens rea, is the intention, negligence, or fault behind the act, but must exist together from criminal liability. Number three, next, is the criminal process. The process usually begins with number one is a policy investigation. Number two is arrest of the suspect. Number three is prosecution by the National Prosecuting Authority (NPA). The NPA is decide whether the case has enough evidence to proceed to court. Next, court structures in criminal case in South Africa does not use the juries. Instead, judge or magistrate decide this case. Magistrate courts handle minor crime. Regional magistrate courts handle more serious offense. High courts handle major crimes like murder and rape. Next, the Supreme Court Appeal and the Constitutional Court deal with appeals and constitutional issue. Okay, next, this is sentencing. After the accused is found guilty, the court may impose number one is imprisonment, fine, suspended, sentence, community service, and rehabilitation program. South Africa also has the Child Justice Act, with a focus on rehabilitation instead of punishment for children in conflict with the law. It encourages diversion programs, counseling, and restorative justice. And the next, constitutional protection. The constitutional protection in South Africa guarantees rights such as number one is the right to legal exploitation. Number two is the right to remain silent. And number three, the right to a fair trial. Number four, trial protection against torture or cruel punishment. Nah, this conditional rank apply to every accused person regardless of background. That cover the criminal law system. Next, I will explain the civil law system. Okay, next I will explain the civil law system of South Africa. South Africa's civil law system is strongly influenced by Roman Dutch law, which is from the foundation for most private lawmakers. And number one area of civil law. This includes as number one is contract law, number two is privacy law, number three is family law, and number four is inheritance. Okay, next, civil procedures. The civil process usually begins when the plaintiff files a summons. This is followed by number one is actions of pleadings, where both parties present their claims and defense. Number two is discovery, where documents are exchanged, and number three is mid-trial meeting to narrow down the issues, and number four is the trial before a judge. The standard of proof in civil case is balanced as probabilities. Okay, next is civil remedies. Customary grants several types of remedies such as number one is monetary compensation, number two is specific performance, number two is interdict, and number four is restitution. A customary law in Africa, especially in number one is customary marriage, number two inheritance rules, and number three is family relation. Okay, the next is alternative dispute resolution (ADR). Many civil cases are handled as mediation, arbitration, negotiation. These methods are preferred because they are faster, cheaper, and more feasible. This is a general overview of the civil law system. To conclude, South Africa has a very unique and diverse legal system. As criminal law is influenced by English common law, while its civil law is rooted in Roman Dutch principles. At the same time, African customary law continues shapes to constitute legal identity. All of their traditions operate under a 1996 constitution which guarantees fairness, equality, and justice for all people. And thank you for watching, guys. And I hope this explanation helps you better understand the civil law and criminal law system in South Africa. Thank you, guys.